oh boy, oh boy! Yes! Ooh! This is something I've wanted to show you guys for a while. I've talked about this game briefly before, but now we're gonna get the chance to open some packs and look at some cards. This is Magi-Nation! It is a game that some of you might be familiar with, or you might not be familiar with it. You might have at least heard of it from maybe somebody else talking about the days of card games around the release of Pokemon when there were so many new games coming out. Magi-Nation was a game, it was one of the earlier parts of this wave. It came in at a good time that it was able to generate a lot of buzz around its creation. Unfortunately, it was a game that struggled. I think it might have fallen victim of the 2-year curse, but it's really a shame, honestly. It's a really fun design, a really fun world. It was one of the first like really anime-esque card games not coming out of Japan. I got 20 boosters here. I managed to find somebody who sold me some boosters. They're a little old, they're a little dusty. These are unlimited first edition, so I think I see some that are kind of faded on the bottom. These might have been something they were trying to get rid of, but it's a fantastic game. I've talked about it before. Particularly, I've talked about the video game before, a video game that is honestly way better than it has any right to be. It was an old game for the Game Boy Color. Now, Magi-Nation itself takes place in a fancy... let's get this wrap off here so you can actually see what the booster packs look like. It takes place in a realm called the Moonlands, where there are different, fantastical realms, got based on like fire, water, air, all those usual things. Later they had like desert and ice and mountain and cave and all of that. But it's a fantasy setting where people use the power of their dreams to summon monsters to fight for them. What happens is you have your Magi, and what they do is they have a starting life total of 12. They also have an Energize, meaning at the start of each turn, they get a little bit of their life points back. And that is because they spend their life points to cast spells and summon creatures. Now, these creatures have a life total as well. Basically, you take the dream energy from here, which pays the cost and becomes this creature's life energy. And every one of these dream creatures has some kind of power or effect. A power is an activated ability, an effect is a triggered ability or a continuous ability. There is exactly one vanilla card in the whole game, and that's actually her gimmick. She's actually, her name is Quila. She's actually really good because in exchange for not having a power or an effect, she has a ridiculous energize rate of 7 and has a starting ability, a starting hand effect that can port forward. Oh yes, every Magi has a starting hand, so normally you don't just blindly draw cards. Instead, you fish out cards from your starting card selection. You add those to your hand, and then you draw to fill the rest. And you get a stack of 3 Magi. So, and yes, you get to yank the starting cards for each one as they get revealed. They fight like a tag team, one-on-one. It's a really neat game, and it's a mechanic that translated really well to video game form. It works the same way. You get creatures that you summon by paying some of your life point total. Life point total is the only stat that you, Tony Jones, this guy here, this is a promo card that came with the game, it's the only stat that you, Tony Jones, get in the game. It works really well because it means that as your creatures get stronger, they become a bit difficult to summon. This game does have a New Game Plus mode. You start back at level 1, but all your creatures stay at their super powerful strength, so you won't be able to tap into them right away. That's how their New Game Plus works. But it's really neat. It means that if that creature is defeated, you can summon it again if you have the life points to do so. So it's a really neat mechanic. It also means after a particularly difficult fight, the only stamina you have to worry about is your own. So you don't have to like spend like a few minutes healing all of your dream creatures. You just have to heal yourself, and you and your dream creatures are all good to go. So it becomes about, properly using and spending and maintaining your health. You can skip a turn and instead of summoning something, can focus to regain health. You also get rebound, which means that when your dream creature defeats another dream creature, half of that dream creature's remaining energy comes back to you as healing. So dream creatures themselves all have special abilities that cost a bit more but can do more damage. So there's a lot of risk reward there. It's like, ooh, I could use this strong attack. It'll cost my creature / me 15 energy, but if I deal enough damage and defeat the monster, then maybe I can get 20 energy back. So it's a really fascinating game. If you haven't checked it out, it is a fantastic monster game. I really wish it had gotten a sequel. I'm so upset that it didn't. But anyway, today we are taking a look at the card game, specifically the Unlimited base set. So there was a first edition as well. The first edition cards are ones I have here. They were the easy ones to find. They were the ones that got a lot of hype. One thing you're going to notice about the first edition cards versus the Unlimited cards is they do have a lower color saturation, particularly with the borders. The Unlimited ones are gonna resemble these a bit more. Like you can see, these are Aqua and Quila are Magi from the same region, but you can see how Quila has far more intensely saturated colors. I'm not personally a fan of the more saturated colors. I like the look of the first edition ones, but anyway, we're gonna see. I have basically a full collection of the base set cards. I'm missing a few rares here and there that I'm hoping to pick up here, but I picked these up partially so that I can add them to the Box of Awesome, which is nearly finished. Look forward to that in the coming days here. So yeah, let us take a look at some of these packs. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right, so we have our first pack here. Our second pack here, this one looks like it's in the best condition. I'm gonna save one for posterity. I'm gonna have a nice sealed one that I can keep around for a while. But getting into it now, let us take a look at this thing. See there it says Unlimited Edition. Here's the pack. 11 card booster pack. Foil cards inserted randomly. The foil cards are they're a bit stodgy here. I've actually been able to peel the top ink layer off of some of them. Ink is actually put on clear. Not everybody knows this, but the ink that's used to print onto cards is clear ink. Color ink is put down as rosettes. Black ink is usually put down as like its own stamp, hence why they tend to receive separate printing jobs. And the way black and white are the colors that tend to come out the most clear, because the white tends to be a flat layer, a flat opaque layer so that the transparent ink can go on. And with a foiling effect, they have a foil layer instead of a white layer, which the ink then goes onto. But in the case of Magi-Nation cards, that top layer can peel off at times. But anyway, on the back, ooh, that's a nice design there. Forged from the awesome power of a mysterious mineral substance, crafted by the dreams and imagination of an ancient race, the strange and wondrous realms of Magi-Nation, trademark, set the stage for a titanic contest of strength, wits, fortitude, guile, determination, strategy, ingenuity, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Kano, intellect, perseverance, raw power, you get the point. Take part, go beyond, enter the world of Magi-Nation Duel. Premium card odds approximately 1 in 55, and those are the foil cards. Foil cards in this game are really rare. They are all parallel foils. I can't remember if I still have it. I think I actually pulled a foil Monarch Hyren. I pulled a foil of something really good. But anyway, let's take a look. These were actually in like a lot of stores that sold like Pokemon and Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! These managed to land there for a while. Ah, yes, Energize Your Dreams. They used to have I kind of miss these. There used to be a time where games actually had like redemption programs where you sent in like booster pack wrappers and you got like points that you could spend to get like promo cards and stuff. I miss when games... I don't think I've seen a game with that system for the longest time. The last one I think I remember was L5R when they went out in 2014. The AEG L5R. But anyway, oh yeah, look at that. So you see all these dragons on here. In the Magi-Nation world, these dragons are known as Hyrens, and they are as powerful as their countenance fits. Hyrens are very frequently like win scenario cards. Like the strongest card in the game is a Hyren at 15 energy, Mist Hyren. Although I think Caw is also 15 energy. Oh, we got a fun one here. It is Vulcan the Pyromaniac. So this is our Called Magi. Called is the Fire Magi. Ah, fire, fire, there's fire everywhere. No, the humanity. This is actually a line from the game where Vulcan helps Tony out by causing a distraction by yelling that there's fire everywhere. Although he does this in the middle of a volcano, so yelling fire in a crowded volcano is not really going to get much attention. So here's the rarity setting. A single dot is a rare, a double dot is an uncommon, and a triple dot is a common. I know that sounds a little bit backwards, but I guess it's supposed to simulate abundance instead. So, Pyromancy. Whenever Vulcan plays a spell that discards energy from any number of creatures, discard an additional energy from each of those creatures. There are some cards that have a spread effect. However, Vulcan also has a really low energize of 4. So unless you can get some good spread attacks on him, he has his uses, but he's a bit limited. Mask of Abwin. Power, Wind Sight. Choose any one opponent. That chosen player shows you his or her hand. This is a relic. This is basically the equivalent of an artifact. Most cost 0 to put into play, and they give your Magi additional abilities that they can use on their turn. Hood of Hiding. This is another one. This one actually costs energy to use its power. Your Magi cannot be attacked until after your next turn. You may not use this power on your next turn. To my understanding, this protects your Magi, but not your creatures. So its effectiveness is debatable. Oh, I don't know if I have this one. Ardarial's Crown. So here's our rare. Strengthen. At the beginning of your turn, choose any one creature in play and add 1 energy to the chosen creature. So yes, the action economy is something in a lot of games. In Magi-Nation, it's the energy economy. Like I was talking about in the video game, you have a bunch of things that allow you to remove or add energy to creatures, and being the king of the energy economy is how you win at this game. Moving on, we have Quarrel. Oh, this guy is cool. His effect is Battering Ram. So he basically deals penetrate damage. He looks like a guy who's a Battering Ram, right? I mean, he's got like 4 legs and the 4 arms. He looks like a guy who could crash you into a wall. God, I love the designs for so many of these creatures. Farron. Okay, Healing Rain. Choose any one creature or Magi in play. Discard Farron from play and add its energy to the chosen creature or Magi. I believe this thing actually has a combo effect with another creature to make the effect even stronger. It's a really good one. Submerge. I think I've used this one as an example. So this is a spell. You pay the energy cost and it's a one-shot ability. You can choose any one or both creature to add 3 to the chosen creature. Not the most efficient energy transfer, but hey, it's a pretty common card. We have Thunder Vasp. Choose any creature in play with 3 or less energy. Discard Thunder Vasp to discard the chosen creature from play. This card actually has some good importance against something called Volbor. Volbor is a dream creature that has a really nasty effect. Although I guess this guy maybe isn't as useful against Volbor because I think Volbor's effect discards it anyway. Carnivorous Cave. Discard 1 energy from each creature and Magi in play. Carnivorous Cave does not affect burrowed creatures. So this is a card that Vulcan would make use of. The big problem with Magi-Nation, there's a design mechanic which was not a problem until it became a problem, where if you want to play anything from outside region, you have to pay a penalty. So Vulcan would pay 4 to play Carnivorous Cave. In Vulcan's case, it's worth it because as big spread damage, he does an extra 2 damage on top of that 1. So Carnivorous Cave is a fantastic card to play with Vulcan. The thing is, they later introduced the Core, whose shtick is their cards are stronger than normal, but they cannot be put into mixed decks. However, because of the regional penalty, people were not making mixed decks anyway, so the Core was just really strong for no reason. Arbalest. This is a good one. Arbol creatures tend to provide energy, so choose any one creature in play, discard Arbol from play to add 2 energy to the chosen creature. So it's supposed to be, you play it, you get 1 energy, then you play it onto a creature to give it 2 energy. So it has a slightly better action economy. It's great because it's a cheap creature to play. That 1 energy cost is fantastic. I think there's only 1 creature that costs 0. But Arbalest is certainly something to consider. I believe there are ways to increase this ability. It's just a fantastic thing. Baloo Root. This is a good one. It's good for you! This is a universal relic. This is one that can be used by anybody, including the Core. And it has a very generic effect. You discard it to add an energy to the creature. Back to Thunder Vasp. Okay, so that was our first pack. On to the next one. Oh, wow. Some of these just look like they're in really rough shape. I wonder where they were storing these. Although, with the cicadas firing up, I can almost feel the moisture seeping into these packs. Seeping into these this cardboard here. All right, next pack. If your only familiarity with Magi-Nation is the show made by the company formerly known as Deke, you are missing out. Agovo. This is a very good creature. Lore, draw 1 card. Agovo is a staple in the Underneath because of its ability to draw a card. Card draw in Magi-Nation is actually kind of strange. What it does is you energize at the start of your turn. That's where you gain a bit of energy, but you actually draw at the end of your turn. You draw 2 cards. So there, we'll see if Volbor appears, but there's an effect called Vol Lock, where you play a Volbor. It forces you to, your opponent to discard 2 cards from their hand, and then you just play that Volbor again. with one of the two abilities from the underneath that allows them to get creatures back to their hand. It's basically Yada Lock. It's sort of the same way as Yada Lock. It's kind of difficult to deal with. Abaquist. Possessed. Choose any creature in play with less energy than Abaquist. Discard Abaquist from play. Gain control of the chosen creature. So it's cheap to put this thing to play. Its energy is only 1. You'd theoretically have to add a bunch of energy to get it to work. But if you summon it with Aqua, Aqua can pull Abaquist out of the deck and put 4 energy on it instead of 1. That can take away some opponents' important, like defenders, important beneficial effects. It definitely has its place. Abaquist is actually really good. Adis. Epic, Orish, and Shooting Star. If Adis is defeated, your opponents each choose and discard 3 cards from each of her hands. This is an effect that's maybe not as good. There are a few Magi that have on-defeat abilities. None of them are particularly special. A lot of the ones that have abilities that you can maintain tend to be the stronger one. Whoa! Raxus. This is a good one. It's like a fire bird. I know it kind of looks like big old jaws here, but like that's actually like supposed to be like a little V for its head. It's a lot easier to tell what Raxus is supposed to be in the video game. Shatterfire. So it has the ability of destroying relics. It's fantastic. Raxus is next. Called expression, meaning one big mess. So yeah, they also like to use the lore here, the flavor text here. This is an important called card. Lightning. Choose any creature in play, add 2 energy, or discard 2 energy from it. So this is some more energy manipulation. This is Ardarial. They're the sky ones. They're where Adis is from. Implosion. Choose any creature or Magi in play, discard X or Oath cards from your hand to discard X energy from the chosen creature or Magi. That doesn't sound as useful. Because if you're gonna go for a finish, might as well go for better direct damage. Plith. Warning, if Plith is attacked, draw 1 card. If Evu is your Magi, when Plith is attacked, draw 1 additional card. Yeah, Evu, not Eevee. Evu. We might get to see him. He's a guy who does a lot of card draw. Your opponent's goal is to decrease your opponent's Magi's energy to 0. But as long as there is anything in play, any energy in play, in the form of a dream creature, a Magi at 0 is not considered to be defeated until they also run out of creatures. Thermal Blast. Roll a die. There are some cards that involve rolling 6-sided dice. They are rare, and they are usually not that good. This is when it's 3 energy to do maybe better than 3 energy. Not as good as Carnivorous Cave. Siphon Stone. So this is the opposite of Baloo Root. It takes an energy, it deals 1 damage to a creature, basically. Grow. Roll 1 die. So this is Thermal Blast's opposite, where you gain energy instead of losing it. There are cards, I believe, that increase a set amount. I know there's Trin, who's a Magi, who's really good. Fire Chogo. Leaf Chogo is one that appears in the video game as a really strong, like, tanky creature. Heat Storm. Discard Fire Chogo from play to discard 1 energy from each non-called creature in play. Is that one that works with Vulcan? I don't know if it is. Vulcan. Whenever Vulcan plays a spell. So this, creatures are not spells, so this would not work with Vulcan. It would have to be something like Carnivorous Cave. Alright, we're back to a Govo. On to the next one! I hope we get some Hyrens so I can show them off, because they're pretty neat. I think Mushroom Hyren, this big purple guy in the back, is an uncommon, but he's one of those uncommons that's, like, difficult to come across anyway. Orothian Goggles, because mermaids need goggles in order to swim. Foresight. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may discard either or both of those cards or put them back on top of your deck in any order. So this is a good card. This is a Fate Sealing card. Cloud Scepter. Mind Winds. Discard X card from your hand to draw X cards. Very similar sort of draw thing. Mask of Abwyn. We've already seen that. Storm Ring. Effect Thunder Charge. Whenever one of your creatures attacks, add 1 energy to that creature before energy removed. Is that creature is a Hyren, add 1 additional energy. This is another very good card. It's another one that's manipulating that energy economy. You can see a lot of those cards that do that. Here's Fire Chogo again. Burrow. Okay, this is X+1. This actually has like an X cost. So what Burrow does is it makes it so that a creature that is burrowed cannot attack, but it cannot lose more than 2 energy from any other source. So this is a pretty good defensive ability. It is the signature ability of the Underneath, appropriately enough. So there are cards that enable creatures to attack while burrowed, but this is something you use to make like a big tanky creature. Arbol, here's another one. Choose anyone Magi in play, discard Arbol to add 4 energy to the chosen Magi. It's another one that's all about all about point efficiency. Weebo! Oh, Weebo's a really good one. For cost 2, you pay 2, choose any one creature in play with less than its starting energy, restore the chosen creature to its starting energy. Here's the thing, is you can use this over and over and over again if you increase Weebo's energy above 2. You don't have to discard it from play to use its effect. So Weebo is a dangerous and powerful mushroom. Carillion Resistance. If Carillion if Carillion attacks a creature that starts the attack with less than 3 energy, Carillion loses no energy in the attack. More of that efficiency there. This one basically has like a super armor thing on it, which is really nice. Orpus. Okay, maybe this card's not the best designed with that kind of blank background there. If your opponent discards one of your relics from play, you may discard from energy from Orpus instead. So this is a good one. This is how you combat against Raxus and stuff like that. Wellisk! Oh, it's a Dugong! Dugongs! Dream Barrier. Immediately after a creature is played, you may discard Wellisk from play. If you do, also discard the creature played and all energy used to play the creature. So this is something that can help get rid of Volvor as well. We're back to Orthian Goggles. Oh man, it is hot today. I'm sweating like crazy. I really hope I don't get any of it on these cards here. Oh man, how does Aaron keep this up for like 3 hours? It's beyond me. Okay, show me the Hirons. Oh, Zix Elder. Okay, Zix Elder's not bad. Shockstorm. Roll 1 die, discard that much energy from every non-Zix creature in play. So Zix is an archetype. There is, I believe it wasn't at least one Magi that supports Zix. Zix Elder, it's 6 to do so, but it's not a bad effect to have in play, especially since there are a lot of Zixes that can increase the power of other Zixes. It's really nice. Battlement Pup, we already saw, this is the example I used, so you can really see the difference between the Unlimited and the first edition. And I like how the first edition one comes out, because you can see so much more of that detail there. But support, choose any other creature in play, add 2 energy to the chosen creature, add 1 additional energy if the chosen creature is a Battlement. There is a regular Battlement, there are also Battlements for other region, so yeah, I guess you could say there's a Battlement archetype as well. Alaban, ooh, this is a fun one, I like how this one looks. Undream, choose any one creature in play, return the chosen creature to its owner's hand. So that's a cost of 5, but if your opponent gets like a Mist Tyrant or something crazy huge in play, that's a good thing to do. Here we are, Flood of Energy. I believe this is energize all cards with an energize rate. So basically, you gain your energize rate, your opponent also gains your energize rate, or I guess you go -2 on your energize rate. Not bad if you think you're about to get that knockout and this is all you need. Wellisk Pup, Erratic Shield. If Wellisk Pup is attacked, you can either add 3, you roll a die, and on 1, 2, 3, 4, you add 3 energy to Wellisk Pup, or on 5 or 6, you discard Wellisk Pup from play. It's kind of fun. There is a chance that it will be discarded if it's the result of the attack, but for 2 energy, the chance that it can go up to 5 is kind of worth it, actually. Cave Ridwat. Ridwat is the green guy on the front here, and yes, there's a cave version that looks like a mouse. If Cave Ridwat is attacked, add 2 energy to it before energy is removed. So this guy is basically invincible if he's burrowed. Relic Stalker. This is one of the best ones. It's a hammer that just runs around smashing things. It's one of the best designed cards I've ever seen. Pound, pound, pound. Choose anyone relic in play. Discard Relic Stalker to discard the chosen relic. This is a pretty standard universal card. Yay, a Hyron! It's the common Hyron, the Leaf Hyron. Energy transfer. X. Choose any one creature in play and add X energy to the chosen creature. Powers, keep in mind, can only be used once per turn. So if there is an effect that causes energy added to another creature to increase somehow, it's not like I could do it 4 times. I mean, you could have 2 Leaf Hirons hit each other for 3 in that case, and they can just gain energy off of each other forever. I can't remember. Oh, and Lightning Hyron, 2 in a row. It's the common ones, though. Shockstorm, discard 1 energy from each non-Ardarial creature in play at a cost of 4. That's really only good against Bogwrath. Bwill! If any creature attacks and defeats Bwill, discard that creature from play. Bwill is funny. He looks like he's just going to grab you and take you down with him. So, Harpoon the Blasted Shrimp Lobster Fish. What's the worst that could happen? Shooting Star. Choose any one Ardarial creature in play. Add 2 energy to the chosen creature. So this is basically Submerge for Ardarial. It's certainly more cost efficient. It's less card efficient is the thing. And we're back to Zix Elder. Oh boy. Next pack, next pack. Oh man, it is so good seeing these cards again. And like I said, I own full playsets of all the common ones, so you'll be getting one in each of the boxes. Giant Carillion Stomp. Choose any one creature in play, discard the chosen creature. So this is a card you combo with Weebo. You give Weebo enough energy that when it uses Vitalize, it doesn't go down, and then you use it to fully restore Giant Carillion, which can then just keep wiping things out. It's a fantastic combo. Ring of Secrets. Whenever you play a relic, choose any one creature in play, add an energy to the chosen creature. So this is good for Oroth, which is all about relics. It's a good card in general. Shockwave. Choose any one creature in play, discard the chosen creature from play. So this is the Ardarial spell that does the same thing as Giant Carillion. It's a one-shot. It's still a good one-shot, though, even if it does cost 5. Like I said, if your opponent has one particularly huge creature that's just causing trouble, Shockwave to get rid of it is good. Our rare for the pack is Greater Val. I think I remember the regular Val being good. Immolate. Roll 2 dice, choose any one creature or Magi in play, discard energy. It's cost 5 to do that. It's 2d6, but oh, I mean, if you land the 12 on there, that can be nice. It does say you roll the dice first, so you can choose where the damage goes after you do it. I guess that's a benefit there. Brub. Scrub. Choose any one Korrit in play. Korrits are another class of... they're another archetype, basically. If you control the chosen Korrit, move all its energy to Brub. If not, discard the chosen Korrit. Brub is also very much a side deck card. When I find out who put that Brub in my Korrit pen, I'll... Parmalag! Oh boy, Parmalag is cool. It's a little pill bug. There's also Giant Parmalag. Regular Parmalag is better, though, because it doesn't lose any energy. It cannot lose any energy from attacks if you use its ability. And that includes if it attacks on its own. So you give it some energy, you activate Shield, and then when it attacks anything, it doesn't lose any energy. It's basically free damage. It's free real estate. Zix Miner, Gathering Clouds. Choose any one Zix in play, add 4 energy to it. So yeah, that's another effect that can have some cool stuff. You don't have to discard it, so if you can get a little bit of energy onto a Zix Miner and get another Zix Miner, they can power each other up, hence what they're doing here. It's neat. Buzzywog. Ooh, it's Drill Burrower before Drill Burrower was a thing. Tunneling. And while burrowed, Buzzywog may still attack. Crystal Arbol. It's another Arbol. They're everywhere. Choose any one creature in play, discard Crystal Arbol to add 2 energy to the chosen creature. If it's underneath, add 2 more. Okay, so that's another good one. Korf. Oh, this guy is so funny. It's Sebastian. Why does he have a wizard hat on? He's such a little weirdo. Final Blow. Choose any one creature in play that was attacked this turn. Discard the chosen creature from play. So this guy can combo with Parmalag too. Magma Armor. Whenever a creature attacks your Magi directly, add 2 energy to your Magi. So this is a very last resort sort of card. And then we're back to Giant Carillion. We're almost done with the first stack. We're getting to the ones that look like they might have been a bit damaged. Thankfully, they were all sealed behind the bubble, and behind the bubble, they were sealed inside the pack plastic. So we're in good shape here. Let's see if I can... I keep ripping them. It's Pode! Pode's great. He runs the inn in the room. You encounter him in the video game, too. Leaf Hire and Battlement Pump, Vortex of Knowledge. Feast. Add 1 energy to each of your creatures in play. It costs 2 to do, but as I detailed before, it enables you to reuse things like Weebo and stuff, so it's a decent effect for one that you always have access to. Agovo, Abaquist. This one's backwards. I wonder if that could mean something. Abaquist. Rod of Coals. Snuff Out. Choose any one creature in play with only 1 energy. Discard the chosen creature. That's a good ability right there. Useful for getting rid of some problems. Lightning, Implosion, Plith, Thermal Blast, Siphon Stone, Grow, and... a premium Corf Pearl. So these are the foil cards. Like I said, they're pretty basic parallel foils. They're not really anything too special. Remove 3 energy from your Magi. 4 or 5, choose any one creature in play, discard 2 energy from the chosen creature, or 6, choose any one creature in play, add 3 energy to the chosen creature. It's a bit chaotic. Half the time you lose 3 energy, so this is a gamble that's maybe not worth it. Like I said, the Welsk Pup is worth it because it has a 2/3 chance of getting 3 free energy, which can help break that economy wide open. So let's see if I can get an archive one. There we go. Well, these packs are 20 years old. You can't guarantee that they're all gonna stay together. Got Alaban. Here it is, Korrit. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. It's like an adorable Goomba with eyelashes. Pack Hunt. Instead of its normal attack, Court can attack with another one of your creatures. Both Court and the attacking creature remove energy from the defending creature, but Court loses no energy in the attack. So, Court with Parmalag. So, Parmalag attacks, it loses no energy. So, let's get that Parmalag out again. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. So, this was Underneath's big winning strategy. You have Parmalag, which uses Shield to prevent itself from losing any damage, and then you have a bunch of Korits join in on the attack to do just a big hit that doesn't lose you any any energy or any creatures. Here we go. Regular Balamant. Oh, did we not get another uncommon? Maybe I forgot about it. I'll see it at the end. Hunt. Choose anyone Magi in play. Discard 4 energy from the chosen Magi. That's a good one for some Magi harassment. Like I said, it's all that economy there. Siphon Stone, Grow, Fire Chogo, Burrow, Arbol, Weepo, Carillion, and it was Alaban. All right. Sweet home Alaban. On to the next one. Oh, these are so satisfying. Although I'm really hoping that I can get a copy of Orwin. I believe it's the only card I'm missing. And speak of the devil, it's Orwin's Gaze. Take any one card from your discard pile and place it on top of your deck, which means you draw it at the end of the turn. Definitely a good way to get a lot of important cards back. Orothian Goggles, Vulcan again. Whoa! Eyeball. Eyeball can attack twice during your attack step. That has limited applications because keep in mind, when a creature's attack, their current life total is also their attack power. So they basically deal damage to each other equal to their current life power. So Eyeball is better used as a finishing blow to take out a Magi because Magi don't take off any energy the way dream creatures do. Submerge, Thundervash, Carnivorous Cave, Arbalete, Baloo Root, Farok. Okay, yeah, oh, it's lightning on the back there. So Farok. Farok is a good staple card because when a defending creature removes energy from Farok, you get that energy back. So basically, he adds some durability. He's really good if you use him to attack with. If you give him a lot of energy, and he can get that energy back to you, which is really nice. Moving on, Farok is blue on the show, and that was because in the show, in the original concept for the show, Tony had a Farok, and his Farok being blue was actually an oddity. Because he gets the Animite to summon his Farok from Earth rather than from the Moonlands. It's a concept from the video game where you're dared to go inside and pick up a crystal, and it's the Farok crystal, and then you get to the Dreamlands and like, oh, this is a Farok crystal. You can turn it into a Farok. Orothian Goggles, Vulcan, Mask of Abwen. Whoa, Thunder Hyren. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That big fella, power 7. Discard 2 energy from each non-Ardarial creature in play, and replenish. Discard Thunder Hyren from play to add 2 energy to each of your Hyren in play. So this guy has some beneficial effects as well. You have to give him an energy to get him to perform both actions, but they can use all of their powers once per turn. So he can use Shock Storm and replenish. Shock Storm has benefits if you have ways to increase that damage again. But yeah, this is one of the larger Hyrens. Deep Hyren, I think, is maybe my favorite. Arbalete, Baloo Root, Farok, Lightning, Implosion, Plith, and Thermal Blast. All right, I think we're running out of the goodies here. We're on to stack 2. All right, let's keep going. Man, I love the art on these cards too. Like I said, it's that kind of early 2000s like anime-esque look, but I think it works here. It's a lot more daring than the designs they went with on the TV show too. Oh, yeah. Undertow. Choose any one creature in play. Discard the chosen creature from play. Then the chosen creature's owner then shuffles that creature back into his or her deck. That can certainly have some beneficial effects. You saw with cards like Orwin's Gaze, that can return cards to the deck. If you force a card to get lost into the deck, then that can have some beneficial abilities as well. Cinder. Here's another called Magi. I hope we get Grega too. Choose any one creature in play, add 2 energy to the chosen creature. He has a weaker version of Trin's ability. Trin is a Narum Magi who basically has the same effect. Actually, is basically stronger in every way. Robes of the Ages. Your spells Cost 1 less to play to a minimum of 1. This is another good one for Vulcan because it offsets that penalty. We got Lavian. Resistance non-Ardarial spells do not affect Lavian. That's not bad. For the longest time I thought his head was like up here, but nope, this is his face right here. It's like a cloud with arms. He's like Huff and Puff from Paper Mario. Moving on, we have Quarrel, Faerun, Submerge, Thundervash, Carnivorous Cave, Arbalete, Baloo Boo, we're not seeing a lot of the cards that I like to see. Like, we haven't seen Cloudnarth yet. We haven't seen regular Corrit yet. I hope we get to see some of those. I hope we haven't gotten, like, a limited assortment here. Oh, we got Shimmer. Shimmer's fun. If there is no energy on Shimmer at the end of your turn, discard 1 energy from each opposing creature in play. Now, remember, a Magi is not considered defeated until all of their creatures are gone. So Shimmer is not a bad leadoff, where you use up all of her energy to get the creatures in play, and then you let them continue to take damage to the end of the turn. We're finally getting some new cards. Yay! Groundbreaker. Roll 1 die, choose anyone Magi. So this is basically Thermal Blast again, but it's underneath. Flame Geyser. Discard 3 energy from each creature and Magi in play. This seems appealing for Vulcan because he would deal 5 damage to everybody, but that would cost him 12 energy to play. Staff of Korrits. Whenever a Korrit you control pack hunts with another creature, add 1 energy to that Korrit before energy is removed. Another, yeah, there's a Korrit archetype, and Staff of Korrits is a really good part of it. Submerge, Thunderbash, Carnivorous Cave, blah, 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 blah. Oh man, come on. I feel like I'm only getting half of the commons in the set so far. I hope we get to see the rest of them. Getting an awful number of repeats on these. I know the set's larger than this. The Arothian Belt. This is a good one. Whenever you play a spell that adds energy to a creature in play, add 1 additional energy to the creature. Yeah, this is something I was talking about. Orwin's Gaze. Ooh, we got another foil card. Arothian Goggles. Gorgle's Ring. Wildfire. 1, 2, or 3, discard 1 energy from each of your creatures. 4 or 5, choose any one creature in play, discard 2 energy from the chosen creature. Or, it's another one with a 50-50 shot of everything just going wrong. Diobor. Oh, this is this weird alien thing, which I guess is supposed to float around and spit soot. Fireball. Choose any creature in play, discard Diobor from play, remove 2 energy from the chosen creature. And you can also energy transfer. So, Diobor can essentially fireball for cost 1. It's another instance where healing buffs can affect it. And now we have, oh hey, there's Cloudnarth. We have plain old vanilla Zix. Choose anyone Magi in play, discard 4 energy from the chosen Magi. So, this is another one where things like Zix Minor can really be beneficial. Cloudnarth. So Cloudnarth has an effect where, when combined with Faerun, it adds another 3 additional energy, along with the energy that gets transferred. So you're supposed to combine the 2 and use them for more of that energy efficiency. Vinok. Discard a number of cards from your hand. For each card discarded, add 1 energy to Vinok. And Keltet. Yeah, we're finally getting some more cards. Consume. Choose any one of your creatures in play. Move all the creatures' chosen energy to Keltet. Oh, that's nice. 4. Scavenge. Every time a creature you control is discarded from play, add 1 energy to Spore. And, ooh, I got a rare. Orish. Hypnotize. Choose any one player. The chosen player discards 1 card at random from his or her hand. So I got a foil rare. That's nice. That's nice. Nice. All right, moving on. Wow, we've already gone through 13 of these. I ordered 20 of them, and like I said, 1 is getting saved and preserved for posterity. The rest, we got some good stuff. Like I said, I'm really hoping I get Orwin. He's like the only Magi from the first set I'm missing. Oh, here we go. Strag. Yeah, like I said, are you guys familiar with the show? You did not get a good look at the real Strag. Underneath is what I like to call Cave Punk, where everybody's, they got the bandages, they got no shirts, they got goggles, and like these big old claws. Strag is one of those. He's really, really cool. He adds 1 energy to creatures when they get attacked. Like I said, with Burrow, that means they get a net loss of just 1 energy if they take any attack. Lava Arbol. Choose any creature Magi in play, discard Lava Arbol from play to add 3 energy. It's another case of that efficiency. Lava Ak. Choose any one of your creatures in play, discard the chosen creature, discard 1 energy from all non-called creatures and Magi in play. So you use that with like an Arbalete or something. It's not a bad use of it. Typhoon. Roll 1 die. Discard energy equal to the die roll from each non-Aroth creature in play. Cost 8, though. That's a bit of a nightmare. 4. Staff of Hyren. Whenever you play a Hyren, add 1 energy to that Hyren. So yeah, more of the Hyren archetype. Brub, Parmalag, Zix Minor, Buzzywog, and Crystal Arbol. Alright. Like I said, I'm still pulling for that Orwin. Because he's got fantastic card art. He's like crazy. He's all like, "Ah, you little, what have you done? What have you done?" Ah, Relic Mirror. If your opponent discards one of your relics from play, you may have Relic Mirror discarded from play in its place. So this is the opposite to Relic Stalker. Gruck. Ah, she's fun. Choose any one of your creatures in play, return the chosen creature to its owner's hand, and place its energy on Gruck. So, not bad for on-play effects or ones that have abilities. Combine this properly and you can use a creature's power multiple times in a turn. Warrior's Boots. Yeah, she plays a role in some of the side content in the video game. Warpath. Discard War Boots from play. Immediately play a creature from your hand. Normally, you have to play a creature after your attack step. These Warrior's Boots allow you to play one creature before the attack step, which is really nice. Hey, I got unlimited Aqua. I'll take it. Another copy of Aqua. Aqua is good. What she does is she has the ability Conjure, which allows you to search your deck for a creature and bring it into play with 2 energy, unless it's an Oath creature, in which case it's 4 energy. So basically, she can pull any card from your deck and play it at 4 energy. Now, a strategy is to have her be your lead Magi and use Conjure to play a card called Giant Parathin, which normally costs 10. The thing is, Giant Parathin can then take your current Magi and shuffle them back into the deck. So Aqua comes out, plays as much as she can, gets her starting cards and all that, plays as much as she can, then uses Parathin to return to the Magi deck and bring up your next Magi, which then comes into play at full power, giving you a bunch of free energy on your first turn. Aqua is really good. Bwill, Shooting Star, Dream Bomb. Choose any one creature in play with less than starting energy, discards Dream Bomb to restore it to its starting energy. So another one with the Vitalize effect. It's pretty nice. Pack Coret. Morale, add 1 energy to each other card in play. Get energy onto these guys, and they can boost each other up. It's great. Theobor, Zix, and Cloudnarth. It is just a legend. Wow, how long have I been at this? Oh, Bottomless Pit. Aye! This is the flavor text. How apropos. Choose any one creature in play with less than 5 energy. Discard the chosen creature. That's a really good one. Book of Ages, lore, draw a card. That's really good because it lets you draw cards. Universal. Yeah, and I said there are more Balaments. If Lava Balamant attacks, add 1 energy to it before energy is removed. So this is an example of crossover. There's a lot of creature types that go across multiple regions. Oh, they put it in the rare slot. What could it be? Oh, it's Magum. Okay, I thought this was a foil for a second there. I don't know if I have her. She actually has different artwork in the first edition run, where she's just kind of standing there with her eyes closed. She has Vitalize, which is that Weebo ability from before. The fact that she gets it as a called Magi is important to allow her to recharge creatures to use their special abilities again. Updraft. Choose any one of your creatures in play, return the chosen creature to your hand, and place its energy on your Magi. It's the Gruck effect again. Fireball. So this is a slightly less flexible lightning. 2 damage there. Wellisk Pup. Cave Rudwat. Relic Stalker, Leaf Hyren, Lightning Hyren, and we're back. Coming down to those last 4. I don't know if we're gonna get Orwin in this set, folks. I'm not sure why they changed the art for Magum. I think that's actually Magum used from like a promotional image. Oh, we're not getting Orwin in this one because it's 1 Magi per pack. Strag, Lava Arbol, Lava Ak. Gloves of Crystal. Whenever you play an underneath creature, you may move 1 additional energy from your Magi to that creature. If the creature is a Bussywog, you may move 1 additional energy. So, like I was showing off, like Pack Coret. This is one that you use with Pack Coret to increase its energy to 2. So when it uses its effect, you get 2 of them into play. You use Pack Coret's strength and ability, and they just get to buff each other all over the place. They buff all the other Corets as well. Parmalag, Zix Miner, Bussywog, Gum Gum. When Gum Gum is attacked, you may switch it with any other creature you control before energy is removed. Oh, this is a fun one. So you can put Gum Gum into play and burrow all of your other creatures. It's not quite Patrician of Darkness, but you can actually make this guy huge. It's fun to make this guy huge. Your opponent tries to attack it. If it becomes a big problem because it just keeps getting larger and larger and larger, but they just can't target it for attacks. It's wonderful. It's not quite Patrician of Darkness, but you know... Does anybody even use Patrician of Darkness anymore, or is it because there's just so much removal in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That it's just not worth it? Alright, final 3 packs. Come on, give me that Orwin. Show me that Orwin. Oh, Balamant Pup, Alaban, Korit, Trug. Giant Cataclysm, 15 energy. Discard all cards in play. Each Magi is defeated and goes to his or her owner's Magi pile. Oh boy, this is a fantastic griefing card. He's 1 point short on his first turn, but anything that allows you to increase your Magi's energy is going to get him to the point where he can perform Cataclysm. He's not a bad lead Magi, especially against like the Dark Twins and stuff. We're back with Farron. Submerge, Thunderbear, da-da. We've seen all of these. Yep. 2 more. Come on, Orwin. Show me that Orwin. And it's not the Orwin from the show. You saw Orwin's gaze. He's an old man. And there's a side quest in the video game where you can save his life. You can actually choose whether or not he survives the game. It's really neat. It's similar to like the Chrono Quest. Balamant Pup, Alaban, Pode, Hiron's Call. Search your deck for anyone Hiron. Play the Hiron with full energy. The Hiron cannot attack this turn. Shuffle your deck. So yeah, not a bad reason to put a Mist Hiron in your deck, because Mist Hiron at power 15, you use Hiron's Call to pull that bad boy out for 6. Yeah, you're gonna be causing some hurt. Lightning, Implosion, Pliff, Nothing else new in there. Okay, final pack. Please let Orwin be in this one. If not Orwin, at least a cool Hiron for us to end on. That would be neat. Alright. Oh, I hope you guys have had fun. I know I've been having fun just playing all these cards again. Oh, this is a new one. Siphon Vortex. It's X plus 4. So basically it costs 4 energy. You get the energy back, but it takes energy from a chosen creature and adds it back to your Magi. The fact that it costs 4 is a bit of a pain, but like I said, you get that money back. So if you just put in a new Magi and they have like 15 energy, 4 energy to take like 10 energy off of a target can be pretty nice. Paralit, Life Channel. Discard Paralit from play, add 5 energy to your Magi. Discard 1 energy from each of your creatures in play. So this is something you use like pretty early on. Like you play this with Aqua and then you use its effect. Ooh, we got Mushroom Hiron! Ah, we're not getting Orwin. But hey, we got Mushroom Hiron. Sanctuary. Choose one of your creatures in play, place the chosen creature's energy on your Magi, and return the creature to your hand. So this is another one that's oh yeah, that's right. It's Crystal Gloves and Mushroom Hiron are what you combine for Vollock. And we have, I don't know if I have this one, Cave In. I don't think I've seen this one before. Discard 1 energy from each non-underneath creature in Magi in play. Discard 1 additional energy from each Ardarial creature in Magi. So it's Carnivorous Cave, slightly more expensive, but targeting a specific group. So this would be like a side card. And then Submerge, Yeah, there's Carnivorous Cave. It's literally the same. Carnivorous Cave is literally a cheaper cave-in for most circumstances. Arbalete, Baloo Root, Farok, and Lightning. All right, so that is a look at Magi-Nation cards. Like I said, I'm gonna be using some of these. I'm gonna be the Parky Pig. That's all, folks. I'm gonna be putting some of these into the box of awesome. So everybody's gonna get one of the cards from out of here. 2 if I'm feeling generous, although I might not be that generous. But yeah, it's a fantastic game. I hope to talk about it more in the future if I can get some decks together. I have of Magi-Nation. I have what I call a playable archive, which means I have saved play sets of the cards that I have, so I could straight up build some decks and play again. So if I manage to get that together, that's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, that is Magi-Nation by Interactive Imagination. And until next time, this is Kodak signing off.